This week, after many delays, Ghostbusters Afterlife finally opens in theaters, and I haven't reviewed any of the Ghostbusters movies on my channel, so I decided to do what I did when James Bond No Time to Die was coming out and review the previous entries in the series. So let's get started with my review of the original 1984 Ghostbusters. And it should go without saying, there are spoilers in this review, but come on, the movie's over 30 years old, and if you're watching this video, you've clearly seen it, so I'm not too worried about giving away the ending or anything, or any of the jokes. But if you haven't seen it, then click out of the review, watch it, and then come back. So what makes this movie so fun is the fact that even though the main characters are scientists, they're smart, but at the same time, they're also kind of dopey. The film spends the first 10 minutes or so introducing us to each of them and the bad luck they receive, which serves as motivation to start the Ghostbusters. And each of the four main characters works very well off of each other. There's a lot of dry and sarcastic humor, which fits with who these characters are, and the different ghosts are really fun. Slimer, Gozer, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, all very fun and creative. And another thing that makes it work is it takes the time to build up to the joke. Of course, the most well-known joke in this movie probably is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That scene at first comes off as very intense because the world's about to be destroyed, right? It's almost the end of the movie, and we're expecting the form of this destroyer ghost to be threatening, and it doesn't show it for a while, and then it hits you with the randomness of it being the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is actually foreshadowed quite a few times in the movie. It's not completely out of nowhere. And I noticed, when Dana first gets home at the beginning of the movie, right before the eggs, start cooking themselves, one of the things on the counter is a bag of Stay Puft Marshmallows. And at another point in the film, you see a billboard for them. So it's still kind of in our minds. We don't maybe realize it at first. So it does build up to this joke throughout the movie, which works very well. So there is payoff to something that was building up throughout the film. It also takes the time to explain the stakes when the weird stuff starts happening, so we're familiar with the villains. It's campy, but in the best way. It's a lot of fun, and it has, of course, become one of the most iconic films of all time. Ghostbusters from 1984 gets an A, a 9 out of 10, and a 4 out of 5 stars from me.